Hello, I'm Andrew,
And I'm Kristen.
and welcome to the Brain Rack about 21.
Not episode 21.
No, that's
That will be later.
yeah, on episode 21.
Yes.
So,
Anyways.
legal ages.
Yes. Well, 21 is definitely a legal age, at least in our state, for drinking.
Yep, and that's
But-
usually what comes up first when people say 21, or if somebody's turning 21, they'll be like, "So, are you going to head out? Are you going to drink?"
Yep.
I know for you will probably ask that. I know I've been asked that. So let's start with you. Like, what is your take on it?
My take would probably be just not. I don't want to have. Well, okay. Sorry.
Not a problem.
My take is basically the fact that there's some consequences to it that I don't want to experience,
Right.
like memory loss over the course of the period that you do it on, such as like whenever you drink during that time frame, you lose that period.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially if you overdrink.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it could kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking and driving, I'd rather be able to drive, so I don't want to drink for that reason.
So you're usually the designated driver.
I don't really have anyone who actually drinks a lot.
Oh, but if that was the case, you'd be the designated driver.
Yeah, if I actually went to those places.
Ah.
A lot. Anyways, and then the other fact is your judgment is seriously impaired.
Very.
So those are the consequences that I don't want to have happen, so I don't do it.
Fair enough. So when you turn 21, I'm sure that you were asked that quite a bit. I'm sure that was your reasoning of trying to evade from that, from not just a mental standpoint or a good physical standpoint, but just as a person in general. You know, it's like, don't really want to be known for that, because even though that may be the norm, it doesn't have to be everybody's norm. So for myself, well, by the time this video uploads, I'll already be 21. But as of recording this video, my birthday is gonna be this upcoming Sunday of when we're recording this, which will be nice. And of course, I've had people ask me, "Are you gonna drink?" And basically, some of my reasonings are the same. Health standpoints, and just as a person, I know that it's highly unlikely that's going to make me a better person in the long run. Maybe casual drinks for special occasions, but that's basically it. I have the right to buy it, but it just won't become a consistent habit for me. So that's basically about 21. That age.
Yeah, and then there are other ages, aren't there?
Yeah.
Like 18, 16 actually.
16. You're about to say 17.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about 17, but I don't know.
17 going on 18. Oh, wait. Maybe that was 13 going on 18.
Maybe. Yeah, I know there's quite a few movies that are about different ages.
I'm thinking of one specific movie that has a song about it.
Oh, I think I may know what you're referring to.
Yeah.
Okay.
16 going on 19, or something like that. 16 going on 18. Anyways, yeah.
So different ages.
Yep.
We already covered 21. There's 16 where you
are able to drive.
You're able to drive. Well, 15, you get your permit to learn to drive.
Depending on your state.
Right. I mean, I think
we're talking about our state, just to clarify.
Right, our state of Minnesota. But
yeah.
I think somebody said in South Dakota you can get your actual driver's license when you're 15.
Yeah.
But, of course, South Dakota doesn't have as much of a populace as, say, Minnesota.
Yep. And other places have it even lower.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And I'm talking like other countries, not U.S.
Mm-hmm. So 16 generally is the rule of thumb when you get your driver's license, and then 18 is when you have to enlist for. Well, I know that I had to enlist for the draft in case they ever reenacted the draft, military draft. So 18 when you do that, and then you are allowed to buy cigarettes if you need to. Or if you wanted to, but as for me, again,
I get that the nicotine could be good for brain activity, but again, I don't want
it's a very high
negative too.
Right.
I take that from what I've seen on Sherlock Holmes, the newer one.
Oh yeah, with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, he had nicotine patches.
Yeah,
because he wanted to stop smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have like 5 or 6 nicotine patches.
Where in like say the older version of Sherlock Holmes would be where you see him smoking a pipe because that's just what he did and that's what was there, and they didn't know as much then as they do now. So
and then I think there was one. I think it was a offshoot of Sherlock Holmes. It was a cartoon. That was a fox as Sherlock Holmes,
sure,
or a hound or what have you. I think it was a fox because clever as a fox. Mm-hmm. Anyways, and he's pretty clever. Very clever. And he would smoke a bubble pipe. Well, not smoke, but bubble pipe. Yeah. He would use a bubble pipe.
For reasons, because it is a kids show after all. You don't want to show smoking in a kids show.
Exactly.
But for anyways, that's where you get to actually be able to buy that kind of stuff at 18, and then where there's voting.
Yep, true.
When you're 18, you become a registered voter.
Vote.
I was been told to vote early and vote often. And look into.
Just don't try to vote more than once in one voting.
Just vote once and be informed in your voting.
Yep.
And know what you stand for. But for me, I think one of the biggest highlights in my adolescent years was when I was 18. I was able to vote in the last presidential election, and I felt really good, and
cool.
And it was really great, and like being able to be old enough to have that privilege. Was great. So anyway, I don't want to take up all the conversation. I'm sure you got something to.
Just know the candidates. It's hard to vote if you don't know the candidates.
Yeah. That with I could quote a Spider-Man quote if I wanted to. With much power comes much responsibility, which is repeated over and over again in those Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
But it is a good point, though. When you have lots of privileges to do something, there's lots of follow-up and lots of maintenance to your actions and your decisions in life. And basically what we stated in a previous episode, I want to see people win at life.
Yeah, no doubt.
And why? Well, for me, it's kind of like, are you gonna go back to the subject of drinking? Like, are you gonna go out and drink? It's like, well, I could get plastered, but what benefit is that to me? Like, what practical purpose is that? Okay, maybe I had a good time, but that's as far as it exceeds.
And the time of goodness is done there.
Right. Where...
especially in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's done in the morning.
Right. But whereas if you're like around people and you're all passionate about a certain subject, and if you go on about something where you don't have to have certain substances to get you artificially on an emotional high of sorts.
Yeah,
you know?
And a question that I've heard is, if you needed to enjoy somebody's presence, do you really enjoy their presence?
Right. If you need something to enjoy that something, did you really enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because basically I've seen it from multiple people where, I just went to this person's place. I didn't enjoy that person, or I didn't like being there, but because the booze was there, or this certain drug was there, I had a good time just because of that one substance was just there. But as if you hang around people who have the same, or compel you with conversation, or really good topics where you can extract from the passions that you all have within you, and you kind of resonate with each other. The substance is not as needed.
Yeah, exactly.
My kind of deal of fun is just gathering around a bunch of people and we all talk about something that's useful and then helpful, and something that basically they go back even a better person or with a better understanding when they came.
Yeah, and that's actually really good too. It reminds me of of a story that somebody that I heard someplace. Somebody has extremely high level of information, a lot of knowledge basically, but he never talks. They go hand in hand. Kind of interesting, huh?
Right.
So, and another thing is, we were made with 2 ears, 1 mouth. Twice as much listening as talking.
Which is something I need to work on.
Well, at least that allows me to do it.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Very cool. So, legal ages, basically, when you're allowed to do something, just be careful and make sure that you're following up with something that benefits you, because...
Yep. Benefits should outweigh the negs.
Yeah, the pros outweigh the cons.
Yep. There we go.
And
that sounds better. We should patent that.
Maybe that's already patented.
I don't know. Anyways.
I think that's just the norm staying. But anyways, this has just been about legal ages and the responsibility that comes with them. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Sounds good.